Welcome everybody to the Monday morning focus. So again, it's a new week, new start of the week, and we're getting ready for doing some business. All right, but hey, today I'm going to discuss about silent listening and really something that is very important in sales. I have a couple of key points, and after that we'll do a short visualization meditation. And this is how we start. All right. So if we talk about the listening, really, I think it's more important to listen than really to talk. So there is this silent mind principle that you can actually use in any discussions, negotiations. You could be talking with the customer, talking with your boss or your colleague. Everything is the same. So the silent mind principle is more or less going in a way that when you have a silent mind and you're listening to somebody, your listening is real, it's true, and you will have better understanding of what the other person is saying. If you have a cluttered mind and if you're thinking all the time the arguments against the other person, you're not really listening truly, and you're not really understanding of what the other person is saying. And this is very true in many sales discussions and sales negotiations. So have this in mind. Then there's another thing. In many cases, there can be about this. You could feel that it's awkward silence points in the discussion, but don't take them as awkward. They are actually quite useful to have silence in a places in discussion, to have a reflection point for people also to think. And don't fill these silent gaps yourself. Let the other person speak. Let the other person fill those gaps, and you get better understanding of what the other person is saying. And from this on, turn, of course, this to value. Turn the insights, what you gather, turn it to value, and then you can provide a better solution that you could even think of. There's one other thing that usually comes up in these kind of things is that how I have these negotiations and discussions with other people, I usually take notes myself. So I write by hand, and I don't have a computer in front of me. That's actually the worst mistake you can have, is to have your laptop screen against to the other person. So that really blocks the whole discussion and the whole connection. So have an open space, have an open discussion with the other person. You can take notes by hand. You can have a paper or any other notepad as well. That's good. But this is something that it's good to do. And then when it's your turn, of course, you can understand with clarity. So you have good understanding what the other person was saying, and then you respond with a good insight and with all of those things and nuances that you have actually shown when you have met that other person. And this, in the end, actually, it creates trust. So true listening creates really trust. It's like where you are there, where you're really meeting the person as a person, not pushing your own agenda at the same time the other person is speaking. Of course, you have an agenda. That's something that you have in sales, but you don't push the agenda during the other person's speech. Because then you can be also agile, you can be flexible what the other person is saying. All right, this is something that I wanted to talk to you about today. And let's do a short, I would say we have 10 minutes time now. Let's do a short visualization meditation for practicing this for real situation, because for everything, even the people in sports or people doing complicated stuff, they do visualization exercises to go through the situations before the situations actually exist. So let's do it today. I will guide you through and let's go. So you can close your eyes like always and start breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. And remember, breathe to your belly. You can put your hand on your belly to make sure that you're breathing into your belly and relaxing your belly. Now feel the gravity of the earth. If you're sitting down, you can feel it. On the floor, you can sit it feel it on your whole feet. If you're sitting on a chair, feel it in your buttocks. If you're standing, you can feel it on your soles, the gravity of your whole body pulling you against the floor. Now relax your shoulders. Letting the air flow in and out. If there's tension somewhere around the body, you can breathe into that point from inside out. And try to open that point internally. Releasing with breathing. Now visualize yourself into a room which is full of people actually. There's some of your colleagues, there's some of your customers. You're about to start a meeting, but it's not started yet. It's more or less just talking about stuff, having a coffee cup on your hand or a tea. You're talking with the customer. You know that you need to close a deal today. You know what's important. But this is still just unofficial. There's a lot of clutter around you. There's a lot of sounds, other sounds. You can even hear the other people talking on the right and on the left. But you're talking with the customer. You need to focus on that, what he's saying to you. You're listening with a silent mind, taking in all of the words what the other person is saying. The sounds and talk on the left and on the right. There's no difference. There's no significance with them. You're listening as the other person is speaking. You can focus on your internal feeling to stop your mind. Focus on your breathing. Taking in everything what is there. There's a pause during the other person's speech, and you wait until the person continues. There's no need to fill the gap. There's no need to argument. You discover that there's opportunity that you can grasp. You discover that there are other things also that could be beneficial to your relationship with the customer. And then it's your time to speak. And you speak with clarity. We speak with strong voice and confidence. Being joyful and happy. Now the meeting is starting. You all gather around the table. The customer people, your colleagues. And you can start the meeting and bring in all your new insights and value to the customer. Now focus back to your breathing. Take a deep breath down to your spine and breathe out from the top of your head. And let's do this 4 times more. Now relax. Feel your body internally. Feel every cell of your body at the same time. Okay, you can start moving your wrists and hands and shoulders. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. All right, this was it for this week. I hope the visualization and the story helps you for this week, helps you when you're meeting new people, new customers, having discussions and negotiations, having the silent mind, and then having the clarity to answer the right things. All right. I wish you a great week, and I'll see you, okay, on the next one. All right. See you again. Bye bye.